Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the Change Podcast GITEX series. We are here at Dubai World Trade Center where the largest technology conference in the Middle East is taking place. Here with me is Cameron from WorkFam. Hi Cameron.
Hi Vuk, thank you very much for having me.
Thanks for coming, man. How do you like GITEX so far?
Yeah, it's been great. I've been here for the last 3 days, kind of exploring all the different halls. Some very interesting stuff.
There is quite a lot of things going on and finally in person happening in Dubai, right?
Definitely, beats those virtual conferences, you know.
By far,
Yeah.
So tell us a bit more about WorkFam and like your reason for being here and what you're looking for. And you started in Dubai, right?
Yeah, that's
Switched
right.
from corporate to startup scene.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I had quite a short, but long at the same time journey with one of those large multinational companies. Over the 4 or 5 years, kind of recognized a few pain points around employee engagement and employee experience. And so found some time to go and pursue my passion for entrepreneurship and did an MBA in Madrid in Spain. And kind of took my learnings from working at a large multinational and got together a small team in university and created what we have today known as WorkFam.
What an amazing, I love this this is by the book, how you do it. So you graduate, you go work for a corporate, you find out what's wrong, then you go do your MBA, then you start a business that's solving the problem that you learned in a corporate environment.
That's it. You know, I always say you gotta make your bed before you go out and risk it for the biscuit. And if you end up not succeeding, at least you can fall back on a comfy bed, right?
Yeah, exactly. No, it's there are obviously all different ways how you can start your business, etc. And there is no really right way, and there is good examples from both sides, but there's repeatedly you're hearing stories about people who actually face certain problems and how the best solutions are coming when you're trying to solve the problem that you are facing.
Yeah.
That's when you can really get in and understand the problem and work on the solution.
No,
Rather
100%.
than, okay, I'm done with my corporate life, let's start a business, okay, let's see what the idea for the business will be, and then you come up with something and then you just go for it. Chances are that you can succeed, but your chances are a little slimmer than when you're actually breathing the problem that you're solving.
No, 100%. You know, I'm a big fan of the whiteboard, the pen and paper, and I think starting your entrepreneurial journey, you definitely need to allocate a significant amount of time to really putting your thoughts, the pain points, the potential solutions down on a piece of paper, on a whiteboard, and kind of starting from there.
Yeah, I had a couple of conversations in my original The Change podcast with some venture capitalists, and what they're looking for, idea is one thing, okay, but they say don't fall in love with the idea, fall in love with the founder, not literally.
There we go.
But it's about the founder and the founder's commitment to the business and to the startup. And that's going to make a difference of winning or losing,
Yeah.
Idea can be solid, but if you're not 100% committed to it, passionate about it, chances that you're going to succeed are slim, right?
Yeah, I mean, to add to that, not only about the founder, but about the extended team as well, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Got to fall in love with the team too. It's got to be a team of credible people, passionate, persistent, patient, hardworking.
Shout out to all of your team members.
There we go. Shout out to the WorkFam team.
So tell me a bit more about WorkFam solution. How does it work? What does it do?
Yeah, cool. Well, we've created an enterprise SaaS solution. So we're a subscription-based pricing model. And we offer our services to large organizations, small organizations that are either one, suffering from disengaged employees, right, and not able to kind of retain them or keep them happy or keep them motivated, or two, organizations that are just looking to cultivate an amazing corporate culture. Both of those are kind of our target audiences, and so we go in and we plug and play our solution. It can be used as a standalone application, or it can be plugged into an existing corporate application. Some of the clients that we work with today, like Majd Al Futtaim, they have their own corporate application called MyHub, and MyHub focuses on the harder elements of employee engagement. Mm-hmm. The ability to submit an expense claim, to raise a purchase order, to track or manage leave. What they didn't have is a softer elements of employee engagement, a solution that addresses how to create a happy, healthy, engaged employee. And kind of that's where WorkFam comes into the picture. So we integrated our micro application into their larger employee engagement application to build a more holistic solution for their employees to use.
Interesting, super interesting. So I mean, what 10 years ago, what used to be like science fiction, we're going to live in this world of technology and mobile phones and 360 and drones, etc., is what's happening today, man.
Coming to life.
It's like it is, okay, cars are still not flying. Maybe everyone was hoping for that, like after 2000s.
Yeah.
Cars are not flying, but there is so much technology around us. Your obviously startup is based on technology. Where do you see this developing further? Like, what do you think are going to be the next big things when it comes to technology and using of technology?
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's a great question. Touching on the importance of kind of data and how data is, the commodity nowadays. So I see specifically in my field, or rather line of work, data being that enabler. And what WorkFam currently does is it enables HR decision makers and business leaders to make informed decisions based on the data that they collect from their employees, right? That's kind of what we do at its core. But how data can eventually evolve or transform, at least in my line of work, is you can start to use it for recruitment purposes and align the data that you gather from an employee perspective with the performance of a specific team. As an example, you have 5 people working in the sales department.
Okay.
A mix of introverts, extroverts, males, females. The demographics differ. Once we start to correlate that with the performance of a specific team, we can then start to understand what is the best makeup, what are the best components of the most successful team. So when you lose an employee and you're looking to recruit a new employee into that team, you know exactly who you need in order to complement it and to optimize the performance of that team. Yeah. So that's kind of where I see, I guess, our industry going in terms of human resources.
Absolutely, and I think that's another very good example of leveraging data. And in one of the episodes where I talked to Joe from Omnix International, he said, you could hear in the region, data is the new oil.
Yeah.
But actually, he says data is the new water, and I agree with that. Data is the new water.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So your expectations from next year? I know it's hard to put any expectation on next year because we were expecting a lot from this year.
Yeah.
And everything was went totally different way. But what are your plans with WorkFam for next year?
The thing is that COVID, and I hate to say this, could potentially be a bit of a devil in disguise for WorkFam. Companies globally are now beginning to adopt long-term work-from-home policies, meaning that we're now dealing with the modern remote workforce, right? Which is something that we haven't typically dealt with before. As companies start to adopt these policies, they're finding it more and more difficult to build trust, to strengthen relationships, to get their organization to break down work silos and drive cross-segment collaboration with their employees not being in the office. And what enterprise SaaS solutions do, like WorkFam, is kind of outsources that ability to technology, right? So we're hoping that we can ride along the back end of a remote modern workforce. And be that solution that really helps organizations maintain high levels of trust, maintain strong relationships within organizations.
I think that's an amazing purpose. Good luck. Best of luck in 2021.
Thank you.
I hope that I'll get a chance to talk to you at the end of 2021 to reflect on what
Vuk,
happened.
Thank you very much for having me today, man. I appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Man. Thanks for staying with us. Stay tuned. There is another episode coming soon. Take care, everyone.